Today, there's going to be a pair of wide receivers looking to make big plays on the field. It's Jones's Falcons going up against Evans's Buccaneers. So now let's head a couple hours west of us on Interstate 4 to Ray J, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. As we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As we get set here, Charles, we talk about wide receivers. You know, Larry mentioned it in the open, but that's a big spot to look at here in this one.
I think he identified it perfectly because these guys have such an impact on the game nowadays because they throw the ball more than ever. And whether they're throwing it short, medium, or long, can they snatch it out of the air and create even extra yardage with run after catch?
And set to go with the ball on the tee is the rookie from Florida State, Roberto Aguayo. And off we go from Tampa. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Atlanta Falcons coming out here, and Matt Ryan, and these guys have had some close games the last 3 weeks. They pulled out the Week 8 game against Green Bay. Matt Ryan, 32nd game-winning drive he's orchestrated, most since he entered the league in 08.
Really doesn't surprise us, though, coming from him, does it? Always maintains his cool, his poise, but they needed that as a team in a big way because the previous 2 weeks, close games, but they didn't get the wins. Loss at Seattle and at home in overtime to San Diego. Beating a quality opponent like Green Bay in the fashion that they did, that should really elevate their confidence.
They come up in an offset eye. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It's the Bucs signee from Baltimore, Darryl Smith, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Trotting out onto the field to quarterback Tampa Bay, Jameis Winston. He was 50% in the completion department against the Raiders in Week 8, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns.
And what I found interesting about the game was Jameis Winston didn't fall into the shootout mentality of trying to keep up with Derek Carr. Tampa Bay kept him closed in, ran the ball. They've dialed back the number of throws he's made in recent games, and they didn't fall into that trap of trying to match Derek Carr throw for throw. Yet, they were still in the game.
Yeah, you're right. You mentioned dialing it back. Remember, he threw it 58 times in Week 3. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. All kinds of time. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down. And this offense can air it out, and when they do, you have to key on Mike Evans.
And we do think about his catch radius first and foremost. A tall, lean receiver, but he actually can make some agile plays as well.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose #1 task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Deep drop. Look at the time. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Falcons is Eric Weems. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Back onto the field comes this Falcons offense. And, you know, it was interesting reading some articles after their last game, the win over Green Bay, how big that win was. Because last year, you remember, they started out hot, went into a tailspin. Could that have led to the same thing in 2016?
They were 5-0 in 2015 and finished up 8-8. So you're right about the tailspin. Dan Quinn, the head coach, has said this team is not like last year's, and he never lost confidence. But to your point, they had lost 2 tight ones prior to the Green Bay win. If they had lost a 3rd, then everyone would have been asking the question, and we would have seen how Atlanta would have had to handle that.
They run. Devontae Freeman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. If the guy came near, tackle it. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past it, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Joe McCoy's one of the top defensive tackles in the league. Always a threat to go to the Pro Bowl, especially because of his pass rushing ability. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Charles, as Tampa Bay comes back out here on offense, I want to dive a little deeper into Jameis Winston. Last 4 games, he has not thrown the ball over 35 times, which that's fine, but you look back to weeks 2 and 3 when he was over 50, so why the dial back?
I think a couple of reasons. Dirk Cutter, his head coach, knows quarterbacks and trains them really well. And he sees a second-year guy throwing the ball 52 times. He doesn't see that as sustainable and doesn't want anything to happen with him, want to dial that back. The second part is they need to take some of the pressure off of the defense. Run the ball a little bit more, shorten the game a little bit, and not have them out there for such great stretches either.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Evans is alone to his right. Winston on 3rd and 2. Complete. He finds Bray. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards on the pickup there. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They'll run it now with Smith. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down following the run. Now Jameis on second down. Surveying the field. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Third and short yardage. Winston. He finds Humphreys. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Hey, 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 hey. Four down. Ready, blue lady. Boys, hot shot.
Winston now to throw on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Still second down.
Ten yards still left on second down. Jameis again. And that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. Third down here. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Again, it's Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's a first-round pick, Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's got time in the pocket, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Now Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. It was a rather pedestrian Week 8 for Jones. You know, Week 6 and 7 combined 313 yards, but Week 8 just 29.
And when you think of Julio Jones, you think of one of the best receivers in the league, and you don't use the word streaky, but teams spend so much time game planning for him that sometimes he has those weeks where he doesn't catch the ball as much as others. But right now, he does not care. His team got a big win over Green Bay, and he'll take that.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
3rd down now following the completed pass. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got time. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I know it's a word that we tend to overuse, but Devontae Freeman can be awfully explosive with the ball in his hands.
He showed at the beginning of last year. He had 10 touchdowns the first couple months. The Falcons themselves were red hot, then sort of went down the tubes a little bit toward the end.
Yeah, their team's record and his production declined the same way, but I really like his overall game.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Here's Sanu on the catch. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating 1st downs and moving the ball downfield.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 1st down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score. We'll return to Tampa after this message. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Finding time. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here? They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Cecil Shorts that time, and it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. On play action, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. We get a glance at the Buccaneer defense as they file into position. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway. That's for sure.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now Ryan on second down. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On second down, Ryan. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And the man who helped Florida State to a national title in 2013, Devontae Freeman, reeling off a nice run.
I remember when he came out of school and I was evaluating him for the NFL draft. I loved a lot of his game. Run it, catch it, block. But I loved how hard he played. He played every play as if it were his last, and that ran him to the Pro Bowl after the 2015 NFL season.
On first down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's a former 1,000-yard rusher, Stephen Ridley. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Back to the ground, it's Ridley again. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run at Stephen Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Stephen Ridley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
They go play action here on first down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On 3rd down, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. Still back there. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Ryan on first down. Looking middle and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And a sidebar, it's Salute to Service Month, of course, Veterans Day this month, and we always want to give our tip of the cap to the men and women who protect this country.
All around the world, men and women on service bases that are United States installations all over. And a special tip of the cap to our friends in Germany, who we know love to play Madden and follow this game.
Now it's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Ryan. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It's the Bucs' new signee from New York, Robert Ayers. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Two receivers left, one to the right. On 2nd down, Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal. Remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. 3rd and long, it's Ryan. And incomplete, he had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away, but that brings up 4th. Now Matt Bryant, who spent 4 seasons in a Buccaneer uniform. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Well, while we have a second, I have to ask you what you dressed for Halloween.
It was tough. I had to try and narrow it down because there's so many different great options. So finally I decided to just go as your bodyguard. I thought that would be kind of cool.
That's funny because I was going to say I went as Charles Davis. Some guys in the league, though, they got into the act, didn't they?
Yeah, he certainly did. We saw Richard Sherman at a press conference last week, and he revealed that his wizardry is not just on the field, it's off the field. And I had a chance to talk to Cam Jordan of the Saints and asked him about that. And he said he had it narrowed down to 2 different superheroes that he was going to wear for Halloween because the kids wanted him to.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. On 1st down, Ryan connects with Sanu right side. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. The offense lining up 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, to switch gears, the trade deadline looming, and New England and Cleveland got in on the act as the Patriots shipped Jamie Collins, the linebacker, to the Browns.
I have to admit that for me, this is a major league shocker because of the way Jamie Collins adapted and fit into the defense in New England. They used him all over the place. There were even plays where it looked like he would line up at safety in certain situations, let alone play linebacker and chase plays down. He's going to Cleveland. That'll help the Browns instantly with his versatility.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. First down throw for Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He's got time in the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And that is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Freeman here to begin the drive. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, second down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Buccaneers are on the bad end of things at home, but will have 2 quarters to turn it around. The Falcons came in prepared for this game, and it shows in the way they've played. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Buccaneers with the football midway through the first. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Neal's in position, and he's the one who comes away with the ball. Offense out now following the interception. Matt Ryan hits on the pass into coverage. This play goes for a score. The Falcons with the early advantage. Falcons have it on 2nd and 5. Ridley's going to look for a gap, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. That puts them up by 2 touchdowns. Falcons have it at the 14. Will once again sack the QB. This will go as a loss of 10. So that's a wrap for us. We'll head back now to Raymond James Stadium for the start of the second half.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
Finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything you're expected to do. How about a little bit more of that in the second half? But be aware they may throw something different at you to begin things.
Yeah, 50% of the equation still left to go. Jameis now on first down. He's got time. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Grady Jarrett able to drop him for a loss of 4. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. Now Jameis on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Third and long for Winston. It's caught. Humphreys. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They'll run with Ridley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 6 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans.
Yeah, you know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
2nd down, Winston. He gets it to Humphreys. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 5. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they'll go on the ground. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3-and-out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff off here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Hey, let's go now. Hey, got four down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, boys, got four down. Ready, blue ready, quick.
Third and short yardage, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
2 yards to go here on third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there, handed to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Ryan to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 3 yards to go on second down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, Not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
This is Ridley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second down following the run. Now Ridley fighting through, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. And he gets us 39 that time.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They come up in an offset eye. 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Let's go now. Blue 80. 45.
Now a second down throw for Winston. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Winston from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jaquiz Rodgers there. And now it's fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 3 yards to go here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Finding time. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The 4-time Pro Bowler, Gerald McCoy, in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3-and-out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. One receiver to the left is Evans. A 1st down throw for Winston. And Brate has it over the middle. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Winston now from the 50. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Surveying the field. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll give the Bucs a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, Winston. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. Jameis to throw it. Try to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans from 21 yards away. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now it's Freeman. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Freeman again. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now it's Ryan. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Patrick DeMarco, the fullback, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll give it to Ridley. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here's Humphreys. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even changed game planning a little bit in order to make things better for him.
Ready, blue 80. Check 45 to the mic.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Shorts on the reception over the middle. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Ready, white 25.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. Ready, blue 80. 45 to the mic.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Ready, blue 80. Hey. 4 down.
They'll run for it here with Smith. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the 1st down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. A 1st down throw for Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Jameis now on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Jameis to throw it. He hits Rodgers in the flat. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jaquiz Rodgers, 49 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. 13. Winston to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which would be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now can they carry that over? Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. Great protection. And his throw here's incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. And now it's 3rd down. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
We got four. Ready. Blue lady. Boys up.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Evans has it left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. One receiver left, 3 to the right. 2nd down, Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Winston on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Ready, go. White 25. Check 45. Boys up. Check 45.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Open man, it's Stocker. Call it a pickup of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
But it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Jameis now on 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Watch tight end. 3 down. Ready. Blue lady. 45 to light.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. They'll throw again. Winston. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They come out here in the eye. Ryan wants to throw it. He's got time. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. This is Freeman. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.